Hello, and welcome back to the Efficient Skillet. My name is Willie, and I hope that you're doing extremely well out there. I know that I am. Today we're going to make bacon-wrapped, breaded, and fried jalapenos. Okay, so first thing you want to do is start with some fresh jalapenos. What I have here is 10 pretty reasonably large jalapenos, which are best for this. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these I like to call them jollies. We're going to take these jollies and we're going to cut them in half like this. And then what you want to do is this inside in here, this is where all your heat's at, is the seeds and this inside membrane stuff right here. Now, I'm going to cut this stuff out, but I've got a use for it later. So first thing you want to do is cut them in half and cut this stuff out. And if you want your bacon wrapped, deep fried, or breaded and fried jalapenos to be truly Texas, then you'll use this later. If not, if you want to be a wimp about it and you don't like it hot, okay, well, you can throw this stuff away. But once you cut around that membrane and stuff, then you just sort of just take a spoon and just go like this. And it pretty much comes out pretty easy, no big deal. There you go. And like I said, just set them aside. Do this one, see how easy that comes out. Set it aside. Take your next one. And you want it, it's up to you. I like to leave those stems on. They're kind of cool. You know, once again, you take it. Now, when it comes to cutting this membrane out, it helps a lot if you come to the base down here and just very gently cut around there. Try not to totally pierce through the other side of your jalapeno, or your jolly, as I like to say. Cut around, and then again, take your spoon and just dig it on out of there. Okay, I've taken all 10 jalapenos, split them right down the middle, emptied out all the seeds and the membrane and stuff. Now that was only 10 jalapenos, but when you split them in half and each one of those halves becomes a jalapeno wrap, now you got 20 jalapeno wraps. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take 1 pack of Philadelphia cream cheese. Now this pack of Philadelphia cream cheese, I set it out a few hours ago, so it'll be nice and soft and easy to work with. And what we're gonna do is, if I can open it, there we go. So we're gonna take this entire pack of Philadelphia cream cheese, and we're gonna put it in this mixing bowl right here. There we go. And I don't know about y'all, but I love this Philadelphia cream cheese so much that, you know, I don't just throw that pack in there and then just throw this away. Oh, no. This stuff's too good, man. I scrape this off because it's just so delicious. There we go. Now, here's where you have a decision to make. You can either put this Philadelphia cream cheese, fill your jalapenos with it as it is, or you can be like a true Texan and take all this that you hollowed out of those jalapenos and dice it up really good. Finely chop it. And once you have it all chopped up, of course, mix it in with the Philadelphia cream cheese. That's the route I'm gonna take. My wife will probably be mad at me for a while because she hates anything that even comes close to even having a hint of hotness in it. But I guess I just hope she doesn't watch this video, and I hope she doesn't know that I made these things, because if she does, I'm going to be in serious trouble. Okay, now that I've chopped it up pretty finely, I'm going to take these jalapeno seeds and membrane. It's all chopped up, and we're going to dump it right into that cream cheese. Then we're gonna take our old friend, Mr. Wooden Spoon, who's been with us ever since day one of doing these videos. And we're going to mix these together, mix them in together real good. This is gonna be the filling for these jalapenos. There's our mixture. This will fill the jalapenos. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is, now that we've got this Philadelphia cream cheese there mixed in with our jalapeno pieces, or if you don't want jalapeno pieces, don't put them in there. Just use straight Philadelphia cream cheese. Now what we're gonna do is just take each one of these jalapeno halves and fill it with cream cheese like that. And then you're gonna take one piece of bacon. Now make sure when you buy this bacon, do not buy thick sliced bacon. You have to use thin sliced bacon for this recipe. Take it and just wrap it around there in swaddling bacon clothes. Just like that. And then what you're gonna do is just set it aside on a plate like this. And we're just gonna line them up and pile them up on here. Take your next one. Get your little cream cheese on there and fill it up. It's almost like laying bricks and you got mortar here and you're just putting out mortar for another brick. Okay, I just say that, but I see it that way because I know how to lay bricks, and so yeah, it's that type of thing. Then take you another piece of bacon. Remember, thin sliced bacon. And then just wrap this next jalapeno. You don't have to put toothpicks or anything like that. One thing I failed to mention when it comes to working with these jalapenos, be very careful because you get to cutting into these jalapenos and the seeds and that membrane, that's where all the heat's at. And then they touch your fingers, and then you put your, next thing you know, you rub your nose or you rub your eye or something. It's gonna start burning. So be careful. Okay, so I've got all 20 of our jalapeno halves stuffed and wrapped, and I still have even a little bit left over of the cream cheese jalapeno mixture. So the next step we want to do is what you want to do to make these to where they're easier to work with. Whenever we start breading them, you want to put them in the refrigerator for 1 hour. And what that'll do is it'll solidify that bacon wrapped around there and make it hold together real well. So that's the next step. Refrigerator for 1 hour. Harry was a white dog with black spots who liked everything except getting a bath. So one day, when he heard the water running in the tub, he took a scrubbing brush and he hit it. While our jalapenos are in the refrigerator setting for an hour, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my flour. I just put some flour in this tub right here. And then I've always endorsed Zatarain's Creole seasoning. And not too long ago, my older brother, who's a far better cook than I am, he told me, Willie, you need to try this Slap Ya Mama brand. It's really good. So I tried it, and man, Bobby was right, man. This stuff's really good. So anyway, just take some and put it in there. Just give your flour a little more flavor. And then you just want to, mix. Next, we're going to take some milk and just put it in a pan like this. I don't know, that's about a couple of cups, right? About 2 cups of milk. And then we're going to take an egg, put it in there. And then just beat these two together. And it's probably a good idea to put a little more of that Slap Ya Mama Creole seasoning in there too. Now you don't have to use Creole seasoning. You could use Greek seasoning. You can just use salt and pepper, whatever you like, man. That slap your mama's good. It really is. Okay, so our bacon wrapped jollies have been sitting in the refrigerator for an hour. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take these puppies and we're gonna drop about 5 of them in this flour here. About 5 at a time works for me. Then you see, if you don't have one already, I strongly recommend getting one of these tubs right here. They're just so handy in the kitchen. They're just, when I worked at Catfish Kitchen many years ago in East Houston, this is how we breaded stuff, and it just makes everything better. Anyway, once you get them in there, then we're gonna take them and we're gonna put them in this milk right here. The milk and egg mixture. And then you just roll them around in that milk, each one. And then return them to the flour. And then you just pull them out of the flour. Now what I'm gonna do is when I pull them out of the flour, I'm gonna put them on this, I'm just gonna start lining them up on this cutting board that I have right here. Just start putting them on there like that and getting them ready, because once we get these all battered, they're going into the grease. Okay, within just a few minutes, doing 5 at a time, I got all these, all 20 of our jalapenos breaded and ready to go. So let's do this. Okay, so what you're gonna do, I'm using canola oil because it's not like this is a healthy meal, okay? But canola oil is not as bad as like vegetable oil or something. It's reasonably healthy oil. Anyway, now that you got them all breaded up and everything, you just take your jollies and you just start laying them in there. And you don't want them to completely immerse. You don't want to completely cover your jollies when you do this. Just lay them in there like that where the tops are exposed. We'll turn them over and get the tops cooked too. I think we can do about some. Okay, these have been cooking for about 3 minutes. On this side, I'm gonna turn them over now, each one. And let them cook some more. Okay, I turned these over again, and they've been cooking for about, I'm gonna say about 6 minutes now. I think they should be adequately done. The way I go by is when they turn this golden brown color, then I think they're ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these. And when you pull these, what you wanna do, what I recommend anyway, is once you pull these, what I recommend is taking some more of this Slap Ya Mama Cajun Creole seasoning and just putting it lightly on these, and then they're ready to go. All except for one little thing. These things are hot, so you gotta let them cool down for at least 10 minutes before you eat them, because they're thick and fat and they're filled with stuff and it's hot. So let them cool for about 10 minutes before you eat them. And in the meantime, I'm gonna put on some more until I cook all of them. And just like that, you've got a plate full of these scrumptious, absolutely scrumptious, bacon wrapped, fried jalapeno peppers. Now, as always, we gotta give this the old cut into it test. So, there we go. know, oh my goodness, man. You want to talk about comfort food? Brother, this is comfort food, man. Now, what's cool about these, there's a couple of things I want to point out. That thin bacon cooks to a crisp when you're frying it, and then the flour that you put on there, that bacon, it adheres to it really good. So you don't have it falling off and falling out of its bread, its batter and all that. It adheres to it beautifully. And everything just tastes great. Because that bacon's crispy though, when you bite into it, then the bacon isn't coming unraveling and you're trying to bite it off with your teeth. It just bites off cleanly and easily because it cooks to a crisp. Really, really good. So I strongly recommend it. So anyway, I hope you try it and I hope you like it. Oh man, that's good. Wow. And if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. And you can email us, efficientskillet@gmail.com.